Welcome to Motivational Monday. This is Fed Zach, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today we're going to discuss what's very similar to a movie title, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It was a great Western about 40 to 50 years ago, starring Clint Eastwood and some other very famous actors. But today we're going to discuss how you overcome those interruptions when you take on those New Year's resolutions. But before we start, make sure to smash the like button, share, and do subscribe, especially if you find value in this presentation. Okay, so many a time we take on a new habit, something interesting that we do with our lives. We take on a diet, we want to start training, we do all kinds of things, and we want to better ourselves. It's a really great start, and you get that motivation, you get that initial inertia, and then you got to keep that momentum going. Now, many a times, okay, and I've done this myself, okay, where let's say you go on a sugarless diet, okay, so you've been pretty good for the past couple of days, and then you see a particular donut and you say, you know what, I can't hold myself back, I'm going to have that donut. Now you had an interruption. It wasn't like as if you completely threw everything else off and now you can do whatever you go and go on a binge. You just had an interruption. It doesn't mean that you're a failure, it doesn't mean that you didn't succeed, it just means that you had an interruption. And that's what this is about. This is about tracking yourself on a regular basis, okay? I do this from over 5 years ago, okay? This is an amazing, amazing tool where you could just track yourself based on what you're doing at any given point in the day, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? Some of the good stuff that you find yourself doing, like exercising or meditating or whatever it is that you consider good as a success, and you put in the stuff that's also bad. You know, if you just binged on a Netflix binge for 3-4 hours watching a bunch of movies, fine. Put it down. At least you know what you've done during that time. So at least you could take accountability for yourself. It's just self-reflection. Doesn't mean you're good. Doesn't mean that you're bad. It's just taking an accounting of what you did during the day. And it also sets you up for future success. Watch this, okay? Like, I've been off, the past couple of weeks. I've, kind of got a cold, and I generally wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just my routine. I get myself into my routine at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have whatever I do that I do throughout my morning routine. And when you get sick, well, guess what? It throws you off kilter. You can't do it, right? You can't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You're barely sleeping parts of the night, so you're sleeping a little bit late certain days, and that's all fine and dandy. Now, getting back on the wagon and getting back into the cycle of getting up at 5 o'clock, not so easy, okay? Especially if you've had an interruption, right? So here's what I do. I jot down on the day that I get up, okay? I jot down the moment that I get up and I get out of bed. I just jot it down. Just at least I know if I did better or I did worse. So for example, today I got up at 5:30. Yesterday I got up at 5:32. I'm getting closer to my goal, but at least I'm writing it down. And also, I'm also analyzing what time I went to sleep. You can't expect to get up early in the morning unless you went to sleep at a decent hour. No one or very few people could sleep 4 or 3 hours and still be, productive and well-balanced emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, and all the et ceteras after that. That's the point. When you track yourself, you become that much more successful because then you could see exactly what you've done. It's a report card for yourself. Now, this is just a really very simple breakdown of it. Okay, it's about a half hour's intervals, okay, that you can do from, let's say, 5 o'clock to 5:30, 5:30 to 6 o'clock, and so on and so forth. And you go throughout the day, and you go through Monday or Sunday through Friday or whatever you want to do it through over the weekend. For myself, I have a very, very regimented routine over the weekend. So for me to really plot down exactly what I did is not so relevant. But throughout the week, it's super relevant, either for work or for personal growth or for, family growth or family time. All that is documented, and it's super, super explosive. You'll see yourself, if you do it, you just set it up. It's just very simple, and you time it from week to week. Try doing it for just 1 month, okay? That's my goal this time, to do it for 1 month and put myself together. And let me see. Let me be here every Motivational Monday showing you that I'm doing it. Okay, if that's going to be our go-to to do it publicly, and then you'll have to commit to it publicly. We'll see you here next time on Motivational Mondays. Have a good week, everybody.